Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Okayama. This is the castle right up there. In this episode, we're going to be walking from here and Korakuen, which is one of the great 3 Japanese parks, to Okayama Station through the city. What an adventure. In the heat of summer, it is now July 20th, I think it is. And get ready to sweat. We'll stop by a vending machine on the way there. But unfortunately, Korakuen, which is across the river here, is not open until 7:30 in the morning. I'm too early, which is weird. But let's take a quick look at the castle. We're going to go around it. I've never been this close to the castle. I've always appreciated it from the park, from Korakuen. It's really beautiful, and let's leave Korakuen for you to discover. And for me to take you around next time. Right? It's going to be pretty. We're just going to walk around to the end of the street here. Actually, we can go up the steps. You can go up the steps and then take a look at the castle from there. But you can already hear it. Do you hear it? The semi or cicada. It's the sound of Japanese summer, and it is absolutely either annoying to you or peaceful because it reminds you of Japanese summer. Boy, there's a lot of them there. There's the castle. Very cool. All right, let's go up these steps here and just go as far as we can. I don't have a ticket for this. Again, we're just too early because there's nothing open yet. I'm never this early. All right, let's go up the steps here. Just take a look at what we can see. But it's about a 25-minute walk to get to the station. It's not too bad. Not yet. The heat isn't here yet. So you can get a look at the castle grounds, what it looks like here. There's the stone walls when the castle was built. So Japanese castles typically have been renovated or fixed up or just recreated because they burned down, were destroyed in war. Something happened to make them not perfect. And this castle, of course, has a history that's in Japanese. They're supposed to have that in English. And across from the castle is Korakuen, which is right here. And it looks like this. Hey, hold on a second. Boom. So there's the garden in there. You can see I'm at Ujo Park, which is right across the river there. And then in this episode, I'm going to be taking you from this spot all the way. Oh, there's the castle. Yeah, we're going to go up here, see if we can see what we can see in that plaza. And then we're going to walk across the city back to the station right there. So it should be a lot of fun. It should be hot. And you're not going to hear the cicada much longer because they go away as soon as we get out of this area. All right, up we go. Let's see what we can see. It smells old. Oh, it's quieter in here. I can smell it smells like a museum. Boy, that's annoying. You can see the end of the gimbal here. It's because of the new clamp I have, I think. Come on, clamp. Don't show yourself. Oh, here's the opening. Hey, Christian is here. I'm going to Japan for the first time in August. I'm excited, but I'm really looking forward to the heat. Yeah. Here's the secret to that. You have to wake up early. And if you have jet lag, it's perfect. But if you can get in some sightseeing between 4:30, which is when the sun comes up, it helps you plan. Walking around certain areas, because walking and getting lost in Tokyo is really nice. In fact, any of the areas around Japan. A lot of people will be up in the morning, especially people over the age of 60. But that's part of the attraction, actually, because they're the nicest and easiest to talk to than younger people who are kind of shy and set in their young ways. The heat also starts to come around like 8 o'clock in the morning. So as long as you get some stuff done before then, you could say that you've had a pretty eventful day between 4:30 and 8. It's true, though. Oh, dusty. All right, let's go up through the castle and see what we can see. Okayama is a pretty good stop on the Shinkansen line. So if you're going to Hiroshima, you could stop here for a couple hours and take a look at the castle and garden. I think that this castle is better than the one in Hiroshima. But again, like, I've never been to this castle inside. But for me, castles are not that great to go inside. It's not, you've been in one, you've been in all of them, unless you really know the history. And oh, look at that. I'm glad we made this trip up here. So there's the entrance. I guess any enemies that came in here had to go all the way around. And then when they came up here, they got arrows in the chest. So do a little walk around here, and this is great. Now this is not the original castle, of course. It's too pretty, or it's too renovated. I'm pretty sure that this is not the. But what makes this castle really important is that it is in the background of Korakuen. And wherever you walk there, you have this in the background, this site, and it just adds so much to the experience of that garden. Without it, it's just a garden, but with it, it's Korakuen. I see Scott was here for a meeting and came around this area. I love it. I used to do this walk all the time when I was living in here. It's a good place to go for a run if you're spending the night in Okayama. Wake up at 6:30 and you can go for a run. There's not a lot of traffic on the street. Momotaro Avenue is the one that'll take you here. You know, it's interesting though, because there's another entrance. It's interesting because there's nobody else here. It's just us. It's just us. That's crazy in a way. Here's the entrance, and it's closed, as I told you. We're too early, which blows my mind because I'm like not early for anything. So what are the prices? There they are. It's the combo ticket is actually a very good deal. It's just an extra, I don't know, it's like $1.75, and you get to go into Korakuen and Okayama Castle. They have more combo tickets, so you get to do pretty much everything in Okayama. If you get that. But the castle on its own is 400 yen, and for students it's 100 yen. So I like that. It's so cheap that people are like, okay, let's go in. It says here you need about 60 minutes. I think you can do it in 30. But yeah, it's a castle. I mean, they take credit cards. They don't take American Express though. You can leave that at home. No Amex. What? Even the vending machines over there have the castle on it. So we're gonna get out of here, walk over to Okayama Station to the Shinkansen platform. So you're gonna get a chance to see exactly how long it takes to get from here to there with me rambling along the way, which does add a significant amount of time. But hopefully we can do this in 30 minutes or so. We'll see. I have a job that I have to go to at 9 o'clock, so I have to leave the hotel at around 8:45, which means I gotta take a shower after this because I'm gonna be all sweaty because it is Japanese summer. All right, here we go. Thumbnail. Balance yourself here. Is that a good one right there? There you go. All right. Okayama Castle. It's nice with these videos in HD now. You can take a thumbnail from the screenshot. Nice. Hey, Aiken is here. Good morning, Aiken. We'll be looking at the Bizan ceramics that Okayama is known for too. I will not, because it's not open. However, who knows what we'll find along the way. We're the only ones who dare make this adventure because it's so early. Not even Okayama's older population is here, which is crazy. All right, back to the city. Let's do this. What used to be an old tree. Gate. It's a nice little castle. I have to be honest with you. I did not have huge expectations of Okayama Castle, but the fact that there's not a soul here makes it just so much cooler. You know, Korakuen is a really good live stream. I think that's something I'll do next time. But on the other hand, it's also a little bit boring because it's just a garden. I think you need to have a friend to go with you. It'd be nice if Kevin or Peter or, you know, Kanai and Leo were here. But it's kind of lonely to be walking around the park by yourself. Unless you are, you know, you have an actual mission. Bradshaw Studios in the house. How you doing? Ugh, spider web. Let's go super wide. Rokamon Gate is what it's called. This is the Tsukimi Bridge, straight ahead. And this bridge will take you to the garden. Korakuen. You can also, but of course, down there, get boats to paddle around the river between the two. And some of those boats are shaped like peaches. So you get to ride in a peach. So just for you might want to write this down somewhere. If you're eating breakfast, you can write it down in ketchup. That's something you eat. The park doesn't open till 7:30. Korakuen. Put that somewhere. You'd think like it would be open at least at 7. There's a cafe there as well. It looks like it was something from a Tolkien book. This is really cool. Here's where we're going. All right, so we just took a quick look at Ujo Park and Okayama Castle. We walked around. Now we're going to be heading straight to the Shinkansen, and it's not that far. But if you're coming in the afternoon, it's actually they've written it down somewhere. It's about 1.7 kilometers or something like that. There you go. But unfortunately, It's not open yet. Dang it. All right, Justin, I'm not a ketchup eater either. If I'm putting anything on it, it's barbecue sauce. I don't even know why, and even then, I haven't been eating salad dressings. It's a big deal. I eat my salads without salad dressings. Why? I don't know. I don't actually mind the taste of the vegetables now. Something happened when I got, like 40. I started to say, the vegetables taste pretty good on their own, which is weird to people. This is a wonderful sight. It just, the lake, a river wraps around the park and the city. You see the outskirts of it right here. And I think that's a temple across the street over there. I believe this is a hotel that you can stay in. And we'll see if we can find anything that possibly could be open for breakfast, which I did not see when I was walking up here, but who knows? In fact, if the moment strikes, maybe we can take the streetcar, which in itself is an incredible adventure. Just the sound, the clickety-clack of the streetcar on the rails going down the street is worth it, because it's just such a nostalgic thing for someone who's lived in a city with a streetcar, which is me. I used to live in Hiroshima and we had streetcars all over. It is a really pretty reflection. It's so calm, right? That heap of trees right there is Korakuen, one of the great 3 gardens. And one day I will take you in there. It is a nice day. Yesterday when I left Tokyo, it was 35 degrees Celsius. The day before it got up to 38 degrees Celsius, which is like 93. And the humidity just soaked the life out of you. That's how bad Japanese summer is. It's worse than Singapore, which is crazy. I love this. Look at this. They put the castle and the garden in this bonsai bowl. That is so creative. Love that. I think that might have been made with AI. Anything can be. Chime the music. Dun dun dun. WRX Turbo is in the house. Hey Pigeon, WRX Turbo is here. Any comment? Nothing. Sorry. Nice to see ya. I love that sound. We're gonna lose it when we get into the city though. Gozaimasu. Look at that shop. Hey, Raymond is here. I'm bringing you the sounds of the cicadas live for your listening enjoyment as we now exchange that for car tires on asphalt. Oh, I once had this coffee. There's the kanji for coffee too. This the third and the fourth one. It's interesting. I have a story about that coming as well. Guess who's here? Irvan. How do you do, sir? And yes, it is unbearable unless you're up this early. I love that round building right there. Let's walk past it because we have the light. One thing that I noticed with Japanese cities, they love to put art on the streets, but often the art is naked. And I'm not sure how to feel about that. But what makes this work of art special is that the hat is real. Somebody put this hat on this statue in a very stylish manner. And that is not part of the original design. But instead, oh, there's like a mamori and there's money here. There's 3 yen. Let's give him some money. I think he needs more than that, don't you? Let's give him a 5 yen coin here. There you go. From all of our viewers. I love the hat, dude. Keep it up. All right. It's the little things that you notice when you walk around the cities in Japan. And the big things too, like this city right there. All right, we're getting on the left side here. The streetcar, which has been in operation for a century or more. The advertisements on them are sometimes pretty interesting and fun to look at. Sometimes. And now we're in for a 19-minute haul straight ahead to the station. Well, maybe 20 minutes. Faye's Life is here. Hey, Faye. I think we're gonna get a chance to take a look at some of the. We get to take a chance to take a look at one of the manhole covers in the daylight. Yesterday, or I should say last night, I walked around. There's an Aeon Mall. And in front of the Aeon Mall, they had the Momotaro Okayama manhole covers painted in vivid colors. And it was strikingly beautiful. Made me stop in my tracks, point the camera down, take a look at beyond the metal cover where sewage is. But it's amazing that art can be on an urban piece of metal like that. To me, I've just been fascinated for the last 25 years that I've been here in Japan. Fascinated with manhole covers. They've been doing this since about the 60s to teach people about maybe a little bit before. Started in Okinawa, actually, with a flower pattern. But it was to teach people the benefits of having a sewage system, or to give some notice to it, because in Japan, they didn't really have this system back in the olden days. Now they do. And now it's one of the most amazingly clean countries of the world because of the manhole covers that promoted this sewage. I will find a better one, but there's Momotaro in metal. Sorry, buddy. There's got to be a better looking one. I think we can make this next light. Oh, art! Okay, come on. Look at that clean crane. Beautiful, like a Santa Claus red. Okay, let's go. This lake has not changed in 25 years. I know it so well. It just changed. It's also a long light, so you have to make it. Look at these new apartment buildings. Wow. So, I mean, the question is Okayama worth the stop? Is it worth coming to visit? I think it is. Because I used to live here. And you can go see if that 5 yen coin is still there. But really, I really do believe that if you're in Japan for a week or 10 days, and you're going from Osaka, Kyoto to Hiroshima, you get a JR rail pass, hop off, get on you can even get into a taxi. It's only like about a 8-minute taxi ride. You can go stroll around for 30 minutes in the garden. If you have more time, go check out the castle. And you get, I think, a more relaxed experience because it's not crowded. Even Hiroshima's gotten quite crowded over the last 8 months as tourism returned. Okayama's not crowded. Look, I'm walking down the streets. There's almost nobody here. Well, there's them. There's Ramu Mart. I never heard this convenience store before. Ramu Mart. The mascot's like a taiko drum. So that's cool. It's like always Christmas at this restaurant called Lin. And you're starting to see one of the things I love about Okayama, the trees. They've got a lot of trees in the center of the city. And it absolutely changes the feel and also adds mosquitoes to your urban experience. So it might be worth wearing mosquito repellent in the summer. That lady has one of the sun umbrellas, or a parasol, I guess you'd call them. There's the city bus, which is full. Oh boy, this live stream is just so much more beautiful because we have these blue skies. Let's be honest. Blue skies make every live stream so much better. Just the color. You won't find blue in 7-Eleven though. It's a happy place. For them. Just don't eat too much convenience store food, okay? It's full of chemicals. You understand that, right? It's junk food. I'm talking to you, the person who comes to Japan and eats 7-Eleven egg sandwiches for every meal. I know who you are. Don't do it. Get some vegetables that aren't prepared in a factory. It's all processed food. Inflammation. It will destroy you. But just to be honest with you, it's not good for you, okay? So it's not good for you. So don't, you know what, let's cross the street. Why not? Uh-oh, because it's blinking. Streetcars! There's the station right there, straight ahead. So we're just about there. That's a police box, or a koban right there. That looks like a child's castle. That's awesome. This is a local police box. And the river here, which is really beautiful. They put this sign over the river. You can see the water really flowing. There's a clock painted on the wall over there. I don't know if it works or not, but it doesn't look like the time is right. So people are going to work and they're walking to work, which is good. Not everybody rides a train because it's only about a I don't know, it's like just a little bit over a kilometer, less than a mile to walk. And since the heat is not here yet, I'm starting to feel sweat coming through now. So the humidity's up. But when we started, I think Lawson's is bigger here than 7-Eleven in this area. Every region of Japan, there's one of the convenience stores will have the power. I think Lawson's in this region is more powerful. In Hiroshima, there's a convenience store called Popura, and that seemed to be 25 years ago when I came. Popura seemed to be the convenience store, not 7-Eleven. You'll see some Circle K's as well, which are mostly in the Nagoya region. So it seemed like convenience stores are really different in each region. That looks so good. Yeah, let's get a vending machine. Stop here. Matsuya. That looks really good. Too bad I'm on a diet. Look at this. Welcome to Okayama. I'm gonna moon you. That should be... He needs a hat like the other one. It does look creepy, like a horror movie, doesn't it? Imagine at night. Just this kid just standing there. That's a little creepy, I have to be honest with you. What do you think? Creepy? Creepy or cute? Creepy. Alright. One of the reasons why Japanese cities are so clean, the people who live in the cities, especially those that are over the age of 60, clean up at this time. So any mess that happened between, let's say, 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. is not there at 5:15, because people will clean it up. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just look at, there's no trash cans on the street, and it's just immaculate. Nobody litters. Nobody throws stuff on the streets. Everybody will carry it with them or throw them out. There's another Lawson's. Is it like deja vu? As I said, every single convenience store, I've said this in the past, has a trash can. So if you need to throw something away, you can throw it away at the convenience store. Sometimes they'll put the trash cans outside to make it convenient, but in places with high volume, they'll put it inside. So that'll stop some people from throwing trash away because the convenience stores have to pay for that. That's not free. Here we go. Here comes a streetcar. Wow, you can hear it creaking. All right, this is an interesting story right here. This used to be a McDonald's, actually. This Namu Mart used to be a McDonald's, and this is where I believe it was here, the one right next to it. And when I first came 25 years ago, that was the only place that you could get breakfast. Now you can get breakfast inside the convenience store. But it's this bank right here that really had my head scratching because I'm like, what? Hold on, Tomato Bank? What's all that about? And the thing is with Tomato Bank, back in the 1960s or 70s, they kind of allowed you to name the bank anything that you wanted to. And as a result, they got some really weird names like Sakura Bank, Tomato Bank. I remember coming to, it's this here, Tomato Ginko. What? No, they don't have tomatoes in there, but it could be, you know, a bunch of tomato salespeople came together and made a bank, called it Tomato Bank. It was just a McDonald's. I can't remember. Or maybe it was this right here, this empty lot. But there used to be a McDonald's right here, and it was the busiest and place on this side of Okayama. And now it's not to be. I'm wondering if I should go underground. I think we're gonna do that. So there's JR Okayama Station. The Shinkansen platform is right above. We're not finished the mission. We still have to get to the top there. So I think we gotta go underground. Sometimes it's the only way to walk. So this is a slice of Okayama life. As you can see, students getting on the bus. Imagine you go to school not by school bus, you go to school by streetcar. That's really cool. Alright, I'm sort of against this idea because there's usually not a signal down here. But we're gonna have to risk it for the next 60 seconds as commuters make their way to the buses on this side of the station. Everything is closed. Except that convenience store. Let's see if we can get a drink inside the station. All right, we're at the station now. Let's go up. Some weird background music. Wow. All right. So this is actually part of the underground maze. I remember everything. So the muscle memories from 25 years ago when I lived here are starting to pop into my head. So this is the underground entrance to Okayama Station. And it does have like this real Showa vibe. Here we're in Ikoka land, so there's no Suica. It's all about Ikoka. Look at that, looks like a samurai firefighter. Could be the same. Wow. And then I used to go this direction to get to the residence for the trainees that are living on the other side of the tracks. Look at this. Here's a karepan, which is a curry donut, and it looks like a UFO. Yeah, it's like floating. Yeah, this was the shortcut. This corridor, it's really changed. Wow. And then there are more shops. It's really low. Gives you like a Showa era vibe, which is a good thing. Let's see if we can get a drink here. Is anything that interests me? This one is really good. This gokuri. It has like real chunks of grapefruit in there. This is Eon water. I have a video coming about earthquakes in Japan really shortly, so I don't know if you guys just saw that, but as passengers are exiting and entering, the JR train staff was bowing. I love just a little thing like that. So we came quite a ways. We walked all the way from here, the castle, straight down Momotaro Avenue, and we're now in the center, right underneath the JR station. So let's go upstairs, and I have to take you to the Shinkansen platform to say goodbye. It's such an iconic view. There's a like a junior high school girl texting in a corner in uniform. I look like something from an anime. What is a dong sound that keeps going on? You mean I don't hear it? Something in your head? What? No, the dong sounds really, they kind of help you. They let people that are visually impaired know some things. For example, if they're close to a post box or across the street. And the trains do that so that you can tell if you're close to something. All right, this is Momotaro. I showed you this yesterday, but it's different in the daytime. This is Peach Boy. And if you come to Okayama Station, pay homage and say hello. You can do the same pose as him and fight the demons, because he saved all our lives. I can't remember the tale. All right. He had too much to drink. He's gonna have a farmer's tan. Oh man, what a hot day. What is it, close to 7:30? So the heat is starting to come now. And I think we did it right. I got in some pretty good exercise. I got in like my 10,000 steps perhaps. Hey, Mohammed is here. How you doing? Good morning from Singapore. Yeah, this map is pretty more detailed. But last night I took you around on this side here, which is where there's the entertainment district, and this Shoten guy, Ekimai Shopping Street. And there's a capsule hotel that you can stay there for like 30 bucks, 25 or 30 bucks a night. And there's a canal that runs through the city that's really beautiful. So I mean, there's some things to do and see around the station if you want to spend the night here. I do highly recommend that ANA Crown Plaza Hotel. That's where I stayed last night. It's really comfortable, and it's not crowded because Hiroshima is packed with tourists right now because of Miyajima and also the hotel. Sorry, Miyajima and also the Genbaku Dome, the A-bomb dome. But Okayama is not. I think it's everything talks to you in Japan. I think it's really a chill city to maybe take a break, but put you within striking distance of other locations. Also from Okayama, you can rent a car and you can drive over to Shikoku, or you can take a bus and go to the ferry terminal that will take you to Shikoku, which is also an interesting way. You can get boats from Okayama to go all over the inlet sea. So there are lots of reasons why, and here's the Shinkansen, this is your stop. There's lots of reasons why you might want to come to Okayama, not just for the garden and the castle and the friendly people, but also because it's a hub to get to other places, in particular to get to Shikoku, to get to Hiroshima, to get to Kobe, to get to Miyajima. You can use Okayama in that way. That's less crowded, more relaxed, pretty decent nightlife. It's smaller. So I remember 25 years ago, the first izakaya that I went to, I had people come up and talk to me because they weren't used to seeing so many foreigners, where you have a lot of foreigners all over the place in Hiroshima. It's just not the same. It's a different experience here. This is where I might get the daimyo package stuff here. I'll show you here really quickly. So I thought I would get this one. This looks really good. This is white peach mochi. There's some really good stuff here. So I'm gonna get some things for my Patreon supporters from this shop here in Okayama. So I think you're gonna like it. Then I'll take it up back on the Shinkansen to Tokyo and send it with a bunch of other stuff. All right, here come the commuters. They all look alike. White shirts, black pants. You can tell who's an office worker. Everybody looks the same. That's not a bad thing, though. Whoa. It's wiener ponds. Look at that. That has a shiso leaf on it. Japanese bakeries are so creative. That has curry, mayonnaise, and corn. Wow. And for local trains, here's the main entrance here. Here's the main entrance here. Okay, everybody. I hope this is a fun ride. So that's how you get from Okayama Castle and the Korakuen Garden to the Shinkansen platform and station, just right here. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below in this YouTube video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video really soon. And P.S. shout out everybody who's interested in going to be in Japan on September 9th and 10th. Join me on a bus tour to Katakai Fireworks Festival, where they fire off the largest annual fireworks shell We're talking the big this is, I can't think of there's no bigger fireworks festival for large shell fireworks. And we're taking a bus from Nagaoka and a Shinkansen from Tokyo, and you can meet me on the platform in Tokyo, and we're gonna spend the night out in Niigata. So if that's something that's interesting to you, I put a link in the description of this video. Sign up. We have 30 spots and we're 30% full. So join us. It's gonna be fun. See you, everybody.